What's up guys, this is Sean and today we are in Inwood Residences, Pantai Sentral Park.
Do my thing, my girl is in the club, yeah, we're feeling down to beat, yeah, the music on repeat, baby. I don't care, the one like you don't need me, I know that you can feel me, we're dancing with my bling bling, running round and you don't care. Feel the pressure.
We are just next to the forest reserve, you see. It's just right behind us. That's so cool. We are now in the facility deck, which is one of their most unique selling point. They have been shouting this a lot, and let's go check it out. When you just hear the word Bangsar South, all you can think of is really just congestion. A lot of people, towers of blocks and office, malls, LRT here, there, right? None of it actually come across the sound of the nature. But I don't know whether the mic can actually get it, but if you, it's the sound of the forest. You know, when you go to forest hiking, right? That's the sound. So this is actually accompanied when you are swimming. So swimming pool now, ageless swimming pool is kind of common, but it's very different when it's actually facing a forest. So imagine you doing your laps here, right? Just swim, then you see nature, breathe nature, with the sound of water. No, that's from the pump, but it makes it works as well. It's some cool facts why it's only 1.2 meters, which is around 4 feet, right? 4 feet is the minimum requirement for a swimming pool to not have a security guard, a lifeguard. So if more than 1.2, there needs to be a lifeguard on duty all the time. So that's the hack that a lot of developers actually use. But if you're a swimmer, 1.2 is actually good enough. Good to know. So this particular mountain of greens, right, is actually in between NPE and Federal Highway. And it will become your background when you're actually doing your cardio. This is the view that you will actually get when you are running. Not bad lah. Yep, so in every corner of the entire clubhouse, right, you will get glimpse of nature. Louvers like this, there's still air coming in. You can see my hair is actually moving. So this project has just been handed over within like 3 to 4 months time, and if you look at the landscape treatments, there are more shrubs kind of treatments, less major trees, because you're already surrounded by greeneries, right? They balance it out by using a lot of pebbles, little rocks, then again pebble treatments. So that actually gives the earth tone to balance out the green, you know. And then we are in the kids area, right? And you have the open for them to play bubbles or whatsoever. Or they use glass walls. So nursery is one of the brightest nursery room, including this multi-purpose hall as well. So it's very open. You have a tough time projecting what if you have a slide lah, but then it's functional, but totally functional next to a park. I think one of the main concerns that you will need to know is actually the status housing right opposite lah. This is for the affordable one, but this one is actually going for 700 to 800 per square feet in KL Bangsar South, leasehold title. Yeah, so you just gotta know that lah. Pocket gardens across higher levels, so you will get suddenly in the floor plate, right, you have this pocket of green, so we call it pocket greens in the vertical area. And just check out the view. So you can see Menara Teleco, you can see KL Eco City, that's Mid Valley, that area already. Then the Bangsar South office, all the Alibaba, all the touch and go, all are here. Right, the LRT station is around there. Yep, it's a good distance away from all those action, but then yet close enough to access. One thing though, the breeze is incredible. The breeze is just awesome. And for some stats, this is a 3-acre piece of land, 200 over units on it. So density wise, it's right. But then if you see the background, this, wow. There's just a lot of properties that actually provide places like that to chill. They call it a chill zone. But the heat is just unbearable. It's quite impossible to actually chill. But if you look at the breeze here, you see even the wind even blow down the camera. Okay, so in the floor plate, right, there will be 7 units in total, sharing 4 lifts. This is actually the fire door, which is actually this. First comment, the ceiling rather short, but you don't really feel it because the entire corridor is very well lit. So you can see that you get lights from everywhere. And this corridor though, actually if you look at the floor plate just now, right, there's this empty window where this could have easily accommodated another unit, but they didn't. So you get this view in regardless whatever level, right, you still get this view and this breeze. As you enter the room, there's a very good amount of foyer, but you need to do something with the space. Anyway, there's this extra compressor space which is very. And let's go into the unit. Going into the unit, you'll be greeted by, of course, the mountain of greens. So this is your living room already. And one thing to point out, because if you just not see the foyer space, right, it's actually very wide. If they could just push out the outline a little bit, so this would be even more awesome. You feel a bit narrow, right? The only shortcoming is narrow, but your breath is actually taken away by this amazing view, and your dining is just here with a pocket of window looking out to the corridor. This is the kitchen, the dry kitchen, and in this unit everything is empty when you actually get the unit. When you repeat, everything is unique. So this is all installed by the owner, and yep, that's Connie. Next to the living room will be a storage space. This is most often, right, the space that is often looked over, meaning you don't actually care, hey, got storage or not, because this is where you put your mop, your broom, your washing machine, your golf sets, right? Very important. Then next to it will be your washroom. Not a washroom, a powder room. Right, so let's check out the spec. Now, right, the difference between a powder room and a washroom is actually whether can you shower or not. So a powder room is usually dedicated for your guests. So they just stop by, use the toilet, and come and shower. So if you want to shower, there's another bathroom available. Right, shower screen, no water heater. Basin, WC, right? Standard. So next to the washroom will be 2 bedrooms, and the bedrooms both share equal amount of excitement for the view. Right. So let's just go through the spec. It's 1660 square feet for this unit, and it's a 3+1 bedroom unit, 3+1 toilet, meaning 1 powder room, 1 maid's toilet. And all bedrooms is actually timber panel flooring, height standard. So the selling price is actually 1.4 million for this actual unit, and asking rental here is around 4,000. So in accordance to Connie, there's a lot of expats that are actually interested in this kind of space. The inside is a lot of people are actually working in Bangsar South, and if you look, right, Bangsar South has actually evolved, and it's a very peculiar space to actually describe. Again, we are in the next room. Nice. Next to the bedroom, there will be the master bedroom. Here will be the walk-in wardrobe. Your space for the walk-in wardrobe. There will be a bathroom, we'll go check out there. And so when you come in, this will be the location for your bed, right? And then that's the TV, because always look for the TV point, and that would be your view. So imagine yourself waking up to the view like that every morning. It's just simply awesome. And let's check out the master bathroom. Master bathroom is pretty wide. I like this top, solid. WC, shower. Oh, this one got rain shower, so that's awesome. Shower screen, full wall height, tiles. Okay, right across there will be your kitchen. Because of the current property climate right now, all developers are a bit more competitive. They are now giving every cabinet. This is those development that they didn't give anything at all. So don't take the current developers for granted, because if not, you need to do all this for yourself. The difference is, let's say like this is around 15 to 20,000 easily. Next to the kitchen will be a maid's room, and this maid's room is actually okay, like you can put a single bed, and they still got windows for views. And what's cool, very cool, is this space. This is actually the most luxurious workspace ever. Why do I say that, right? This is your view right? Imagine when you wash clothes here, right? This is your water inlet, your floor trap, right? This is where you wash your clothes. Whew. Right? Never mind. And this is the maid's bathroom. Right? So the maid has her own shower space and her own toilet. Awesome! Okay, the main focus is still this super long corridor, easily 5 meters of balcony space overlooking these mountains of greens and of course NPE lah. Hey guys, right next to the security guard house you will have a garden like this, and this seems to be the main space that you actually show off to your relatives or friends lah, right? Because you see like all the owners, right, they just come and get the keys, they show their families all here, like the greens. So you have structures like that to actually let people take selfies and things like that, right? Bushidas and that structure, the tree structure, awesome. Thoughtful part of it is actually to have seats for parents that actually supervise the children playing lah. Right, so this is going to be a kids wonderland where they can just run around. Bangsar South is actually a place where you get a lot of mixtures of things, where you have the super high-end offices and hotels and malls, right? But then you also have status tourist housing at the low cost one, the police accommodations and things like that. Then you also have Bond Estate on one side, KL Gateway on the other. You have the Verticas, the Spheres, the Horizons. But then at the end, you get the Kampong and things like that. So this Bangsar South location, right, is also the controversial location where Kampong Kerinci lah or Bangsar South kind of thing, because Bangsar South sounds way cooler. Then Pantai Hill Park is just right above all that, and it's really designed to be in the center between the Federal Highway and NPE. So this plot of mountain of greens, right, which is the background for the units, that is the main selling point for this location. And since we are here, let's roll Sean take 3 on 3. 3 things I really like. Number 1 is actually the background. It's just remarkable to have this crazy green, right, in such close distance, which is just right next to it. I think not many projects have this kind of luxury. I think Foresta and Seresta maybe, I think that's about it. And it's very good that you see the developer actually leverage on that to build up their entire facility. That actually all walls are glass walls, like the infinity pool, right? When you swim halfway, you get the view of the forest again. The gym, when you go jogging at the treadmill, the view of the mountain again. The background of your unit, again, the green view. Second thing I really like is actually the proximity to all the action without being in. The accessibility to NPE is already open on the other side, so it's not as deep as we think. Having this location shying away from that, you kind of benefit from both actions, which is number 1, so you kind of get the benefit of both worlds, where you have all the commercials, the malls, right, to actually sustain and provide you lifestyle and work, but then you need something like this with privacy and serenity for living. The third thing is a feeling of scale. This developer provides the scale or the sense of space very differently. Number 1 is via this park. So this park next to the security guard, right, already allows you to feel the sense of space. And if you look into the lobby is like maybe 5 to 6 stories high. Although the area, build-up area-wise, is very narrow, but then the height actually just... 3 things I don't like. Number 1 is status tourist housing and the density, so the feeling before getting to the site. Number 2 is actually the difference and the contradiction between different types. Bangsar South, you have the Malay Reserve land component here. That's why you get a bit like Mong Kiara with Sekambut feeling. You get Kampong Kerinci and actually Bangsar South punya feeling. So it's nothing wrong, just that the feeling when you get into the site. Last of all, I think would be, let's go back to the unit. Things I don't like about the unit is like the simple things that is actually empty when you get it. So they actually strip off everything to provide you the lower cost of entry. And then the 1,600 square feet, right, you don't actually feel the scale, but they have the benefit of the view. And the height is rather standard, just that, again, the view for the yard, right, the working space, the working station is actually outdoor, so your washing machine need to be covered. Not very practical, but again, it's one of the most luxurious working space because again, you have the view. So when the developer actually called this a sanctuary, an escape away from the city, it's actually true. When you go up there 30 over stories, right, you don't feel anything but the serenity, even the forest sound, the sound you get when you go hiking. So it's quite incredible. You can get all that within being in Bangsar South or Kampong Kerinci, whichever actually rolls. So do I really like it? I like it. For own stay wise, definitely you're encouraged, because if your work in Bangsar South is ideal, but then if you work a bit far away, so you need to connect whether is it NPE or Federal Highway. And then for investment wise, because some units are 800 or 1000, you can actually still rent out 2008, 3005. So I think that's about it for this episode. If you really like this video, like it, share it, and even subscribe. Shout out to Connie again for showing me this amazing project. Until next time, this is Sean Dan. Ciao.